Man, I love Audio Technicas. Hello, long time no see. Now, there is one thing I want to talk about. This video is in 4K, which I don't normally do. And also, I'm using the Lumix. If you know my channel, if you know me long enough, I tend to not use the Lumix camera. Like, I would more or less use the Canon instead of the Lumix or Panasonic, whatever you want to call it. But I'm starting to think that maybe this camera is actually good in a way. That's not what I want to talk about today. I'm just here today just to like get caught up on things and what I've done the past months, because as you know, I was down in Atlanta for 2.5 months, Atlanta, Georgia to be specific. Usually when I do sit down videos and just talk to the camera, I don't usually use this camera because I think it's trash. But maybe I've done some rethinking, and maybe it's because of the lighting. I don't have good enough lighting to have it look good, because like if I didn't have this light and only had the ceiling light, which I'm not gonna test because it's gonna look bad, you would know what I'm talking about. But I'm like, it'll just look so weird and look decolored, and it's just weird. So that's why at the time I was using the Canon. Like I can show you guys just one moment. This was the camera I was using for sit down videos. Now it doesn't have, I don't usually use this lens. I use this, it's 18 to 55 millimeter lens. It's a stock lens, like it comes with the camera basically. But this was the go-to camera that I would use for sit-down videos. But and now I'm probably gonna start using this camera because one, hold on, let me put this back. One, it has 4K. Two, it has a flip screen. On the Canon, that does not have a flip screen. Three, if you get the lighting perfect on any, this goes for any camera. If you have good lighting, the image and the recording will look fantastic. Because like right now, I'm surprised it's looking like this. It doesn't normally look like this, probably because I have bad lighting, and this looks amazing. I did buy some accessories for this camera for something that is a film project that I'm going to be doing, but I'm not going to tell you that. However, I will get into something later in the video, but not now. I did buy a few accessories for this camera, mostly for this project. I bought 2 SanDisk Extreme Pro SD cards, an HDMI cord for this camera, and also an AC adapter for this camera. So this camera right now is running on a wall outlet, so it's literally like a battery running through the wall, so that way the camera stays on forever, so I don't have to worry about running out of battery. That's probably what I'm going to be doing from now on, so that way I don't have to stop mid-recording, switch the batteries, and then I have to redo it all again when I can just do it in one long clip. Also, I did get a HDMI video capture card. If any of you have ever heard of the ELGATO Cam Link, it's one of the most popular. This company is known for their popular capture cards. They're doing a lot more stuff like light panels. They did a microphone. They green screens, like anything that has to do with streaming or digital video recording, like gaming or stuff. That is what this company is known for, and I'll leave a link in the description box below if you guys want to see what I'm talking about. But anyways, the ELGATO Cam Link, you can, instead of using a webcam such as this, I have the Logitech C922. I don't know if it'll focus, but anyways, it's the I almost said Elgato. It's this webcam I use mainly for streaming. Well, was using for streaming. Now I'm gonna be using this because the quality of it is so amazing now that I think about it. But I just gotta have good lighting. If you want to have good quality out of your camera, well, sometimes it does depend on what camera you use. Because for example, these were the cameras I used before I was making YouTube. Like mainly I was using this before I even had a YouTube channel. I was just messing around with it. It's an old cheap Vivitar camcorder, and I would just play around with it in my grandma's house, just film whenever I was doing, because hey, that's my dream. I want to do something in the film industry, become a director, producer, cinematographer, anything. And then during YouTube, during my first like 6 months of YouTube, I was using this camera. Y'all may know this camera if you are an OG of the channel. I would use this for every video possible because I think it was better than this. And this camera used to be my mom's old camera. It was downstairs in like a cabinet. There's like a desk downstairs, and there was a cabinet that had this camera in it. And I would just beg her almost every week, probably once a week, I would beg her to make me a YouTube channel and use this camera. And look where we're at right now. I have a 4K camera and a XLR mic, as you see right here. I mean, like, back then I didn't have nothing. I only had this, a tripod, editing software. That was it. Boom, YouTube video. Now, one thing I'm not gonna do is go back and look at the old videos. That'll be in a separate video, maybe. No, probably not. But today I am not looking back at any of the videos because that is so cringy to watch. I should unlist them or make them private, because if I get popular, I told this to my one friend, if I get popular, this gets leaked or whatever, that's gonna be a little bit irritating. So I'm just not gonna do that. So yeah. But anyways, back to the little cam link I was talking about. You gotta have good lighting to have good cameras. That's what I was saying. But you can plug your camera, your big bulky camera, up as a webcam. Like, you can use a big bulky camera instead of using these. These are okay. This is beautiful. I'm going to keep this. If I didn't have anything for YouTube, I would most definitely use this because it has 1080p and 60 frames per second for 720. So if I didn't have anything for YouTube as far as like a big bulky camera that has 4K, obviously, then I would use this. But anyways, I can plug up my 4K camera to the little cam link, and it'll just be the same. The cam link, the one I got was, if I remember, it was $30. That is like, I don't know. It'll be $62. It'll be $60. So basically, the cam link that I got was half of a quarter's worth of the actual Elgato cam link, and it works perfectly fine. Now, there are some little setbacks, such as this only does 1080 at 30 FPS, which I'm totally fine with. I would rather have a 4K camera and output it into 1080p 30 FPS because it's going to look outstanding. And also, I can use 720 60 FPS. However, on this camera, there's only 1080p 60 FPS, so it's going to look even better in the streaming software. I just put it at 720 60, and it'll look. I'm just saying, it'll look amazing. I can't express enough how much I am saying that this looks too good. So just to recap, I bought an AC adapter battery, HDMI cord, cam link, and 2 Extreme Pros SanDisk SD cards. Also, when you're doing 4K video, you have to use a specific card. I don't tend to like this, but I used to have the Ultra SanDisk cards for 4K. That didn't look too good, but like for the Extreme Pro SanDisk cards, or I'm just gonna start calling it SD cards. But for the Extreme Pro SD cards, they're proud. They advertise it for 4K video. The reason why I bought all this stuff was for the project I was doing, because I just needed a tiny bit more stuff. I wanted to challenge myself to make this project only and just only using this camera because it has 4K. The Canon didn't have 4K. I was gonna use the Canon or get a new camera that had whatever, because at the time I didn't like this camera. But now I did some research, or I played around with it, and then I realized that I had to use good lighting. I have a tripod on my desk that's behind the camera, and it's elevated just a tiny bit, and there's a light panel. I don't want to be talking for long because sometimes it dims out. I don't think I charged the battery to 100% because I was so desperate to use the cam link I got. But another thing is I guess I'll say this. Maybe most likely in the future I will have a business, and this goes for now. This is only on YouTube. This is not a legal business I have, but I'm just okay. I did make a YouTube intro for this, and I'll give you a little sneak peek right here. So yeah, I'm not gonna get any more deep into that. There's your little sneak peek right there. I'm not gonna tell you what that is. In the future I'll disclose that, but now I'm just gonna leave it to you guys to guess what it is. And also, one thing, I just have to give credit to this. Thank you guys so much for the one video that I made. It has over, last time I checked, 5,000 views. It was the how to get Adobe Premiere Pro 2020 video. You guys obviously killed it with the likes. I got like over 100 likes, 5,000 views, over 100 comments. Thank you guys. Thank you for doing this. Now, when I did upload this video, I was debating on knowing that this might get a lot of views. Hold on. Is my light panel fading or dimming? I think it is. Okay, I think my light panel is fading away. Like, it's dimming. So I'm not going to be able to talk for long. But thank you guys so much for that one video. I really appreciate it. I didn't expect that to get so many views, but thank you guys so much. And however, there is a small percentage of you who watch my videos and are not subscribed. Well, it's not really a small percent, it's mostly a big percent. And I would like you guys to reduce that little big percent and make it, what, 50-50. And I passed 100 subs. And also, I'm sorry about this, and I have to do this. In the future, I don't know when, but in the future, I will be changing my name to my real name, just my real name. I'm going to change it. I'm not going to have LSB Light Skin Boy no longer. Now, unlike my Twitch channel, I'm going to keep it as LSB/Light Skin Boy. But for as far as YouTube, I'm going to keep it the same. And I can't talk for long because my light is dimming. So I'm just going to do a little outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you watching my videos and watching that specific video that got over 5,000 views. I will be doing another one soon. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll be doing another one soon. And please turn on notifications so you can see all my videos when I post them. And you already know what it is. Peace out. See you in the next video.